Hi everyone, Linda here from the Scented Dove. I've been going through some of my cupboards because it's the holidays, and I found this old soap I made about 2.5 years ago. Hope you can see that. It was made after I read a recipe from a site called Miller's Soaps. And I'm going to put the link down the bottom of this video because this one is for acne and oily skin. And you can see it's after 2.5 years, it's still a really nice bar of soap. Very nice, and looks really nice and moisturising. So I thought that I would share this recipe with you. I know a few people have been asking about a soap for acne or oily skin, and this is made with some wonderful herbs in the recipe, and you can check this out on the site because the herbs used, it's used with doing an infusion in your oil that you use in the recipe. The herbs are red clover, chamomile, slippery elm, peppermint and comfrey leaves, and you gently heat them on the stove on low heat for about 2 hours, just the same as we infused the colorants the other day. About 2 tablespoons of each herb for the amount of oil that this person used in the recipe. So I haven't used the exact same recipe that this person has used because I like to use my own recipe, and I don't like copying anyone else's soap recipe. I just feel that I like to formulate my own. That's just me. However, you can do it exactly as this is. So when you're doing this, or just as a warning, when you are infusing those herbs, they do smell quite a bit, and it doesn't mean that they're burning, but it means that they are being infused into the oil, so you will get that really herby smell. Okay, so it'll look a greenish colour when it's finished, and as long as you haven't burnt it and it's not black at the end, then it will be right. Then you strain those herbs and you put it aside and use it in your oil. You have to use that as part of your oil calculation. This recipe has beeswax and stearic acid, and I'm going to hot process. So I'll just make up the lye water now. In with the lye water you add chilled witch hazel. You see, that's ordinary witch hazel which has been chilled in the refrigerator. So when you use this recipe, use it according to the recipe. You'll see how it'll explain the whole thing on this site. So I've done that. I've got my water and the witch hazel mixed. So now we're going to add the lye very carefully because it does have a reaction with the witch hazel. I have got some silk in there as well. It should go a bright yellow or a yellowish colour. Haven't got my gloves on, have I? Oh dear. Keep well away from this because the fumes are very strong. stop there and I'm going to add my gloves. I'll put my gloves on because this is going to start to react any minute. I don't want to get splashed. There we go. You need to be really careful with this mix. I did remember this from last time. Do this under your exhaust fan or outside. It is very chemical to your nose. Right. Okay. I just wanted to show you that because I don't want anybody to get hurt. Okay, so you can see the colour of the lye mixture. Alright, so I'll come back and start doing the hot process in a moment. Okay, I'm going to add the lye. Put it on low now and we'll come back and check it in about 10 minutes. Just added the stearic acid and you can see that gel is happening now. So we'll put the lid back on and come back in a few minutes. There we have, it's just about ready now. There's a few little spots that aren't cooked. So I'll cook it for a bit longer, but I will add superfats in now. Coconut oil, cocoa butter, sweet almond oil, neem oil and rosehip oil going in there, and we'll give that a bit of a stir, wait till it's melted and then come back and start cooling down, ready to add the essential oils, which are tea tree oil, peppermint and lavender. So we'll do that in about another 10 minutes. And I've also got some yellow clay which I'm going to add to part of the mixture and give it a bit of a swirl in the mould. Adding the fragrance now, we're just on 150, so I don't want it to cool down too much. Actually, the herbs imparted a really nice fragrance without adding the essential oils. You probably don't need to, because the peppermint leaves gave it a beautiful fragrance. But oh, this is nice now. It's lovely. So I'm just going to put some of this in there and mix the green clay. Sorry, yellow clay. So I'll just put that in there. And I'll put that on the bottom. I mix the yellow clay with a bit of glycerin to give it some slip. Mix into the soap well. Okay, I'm just going to whisk that now so that it get a nice smooth, even mix. I shall just put this in my mould. Give that a good bash. Right. And this is the natural colour, which is really nice. I love it. Oops. Which I didn't put any sodium lactate in this today, I forgot. So it's not as smooth as I normally have, but it's good. It's still good. It's all good. I'll just give that a bash. Smooth it out on the top. Oh, it smells yummy. Peppermint, lavender and tea tree. Beautiful. You can see that's just perfect. Beautiful shine. It's lovely. Okay, I'll put a plastic covering on the top, clean wrap, and just smooth that down. I like to have a smooth treat on my hot process, so that's what I do to achieve it. Just keep it nice and smooth, and if it doesn't turn out really nice on the top, I will sometimes cut, just slice the top of it. Here we are. That's the soap for acne and oily skin. Thank you for watching. Bye now.